Hey familia, Miranda here, and in today's video we are going to be diving on into the filmography of the great Woody Harrelson. Now, he is definitely quite the character, you guys. His comedy is, a bit different, but I dig it. I dig a lot of the roles that I've seen him in and everything, and I think that he is just very, very talented, and he's just kind of a very unique person. But anywho, I have several films to get into that I'm going to share with you guys today, and as always, of the ones that I haven't seen, which one should I jump on first? And if I'm missing any like awesome ones out there, definitely let me know in the comments below. So let's go on ahead and see what films of Woody Harrelson I have in the collection. All right, so first up, we have Friends with Benefits. This movie is absolutely hilarious. It's a great little rom-com. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out, you guys. Next up, we have The Glass Castle. Now, I don't really know what to make of this film. Basically, Woody Harrelson, he plays the father in this film alongside Naomi Watts, who's the mom, and they have these two girls in here, and basically him and his wife, they're these just kind of like free-spirited, people. And so let's just say the girl's upbringing isn't the most convenient or like the most pleasing. It was definitely a little bit kind of depressing to see how these girls kind of suffered just because of the parents being these like free-spirited people and stuff like that, kind of like moved around and those sorts of things. And then the dad, his behavior starts to become very like erratic and stuff like that, and so his character in here was just very, very interesting. And so yeah, I mean I'd say definitely check this one out, but it's one of those ones that you kind of have to think on, just because it's not your typical kind of film or whatever. It's just one that you kind of have to process a little bit. So you got The Glass Castle there. Then, of course, we have the Now You See Me films. I really enjoy these, you guys. I thought both of them were awesome. And they're ones that I like to just kind of pop in and watch from time to time. So we got those two. Then we have Management here. Haven't checked this one out, but it recently came recommended more so for Jennifer Aniston. But I guess Woody Harrelson's in here, so I need to check that out at some point. We got this film here called Sleepwalking. Really don't know much on it other than, what I kind of read on the back of it. It seemed like a pretty interesting watch, but you got Woody Harrelson in here. You also got Nick Stahl and Anna Sophia Robb, Charlize Theron, and Dennis Hopper. So an amazing cast there, you guys. We got that one. Wildcats. I've heard great things on this one. Definitely need to get around to checking that one out. This is a recent add into the collection, and it just seemed like a really, really good watch. We got Rampart. This one, too, has a stacked cast, you guys. But yeah, he plays this like FBI agent or whatever. So and he's kind of like one of the badass dudes, so those kind of cop flicks or whatever. Next up, we have the remake here of Midway. I have not seen this one yet, but definitely need to, because I do enjoy a good war film. Haven't seen the original either, but yeah, this one too, another amazing cast in this one. So hopefully it's good. Next up, we have After the Sunset. Another one too I need to check out. And then, of course, 2012. I remember when this film first came out, you guys. I saw it in theaters, but it is one of those films, like anything that's like natural disaster that can like legit happen, it's just so scary and just gets your anxiety really going. And so this one, I mean, it was at that time when obviously everybody thought the world was going to end in 2012. Obviously it didn't, but still, it definitely gave you quite the scare. And even just watching this, like I said, my anxiety just went through the roof. But it's a good film, you guys. It's a great little natural disaster flick. I'm sure pretty much everybody's seen it, but if you haven't, do check it out. All right, next up, of course, Natural Born Killers. This movie is freaking wild, you guys. But Woody Harrelson alongside Julia Lewis, they have just an amazing chemistry, like psycho chemistry in here, you guys. They were just absolutely phenomenal together. And oh my gosh, this film is just so freaking crazy. Just the way that it's just one sick, twisted love story, you guys. These two that, get together and they go on this killing spree, and it's just killing to kill, you guys, for no reason at all. So pretty dang wild. But you haven't seen it, do check it out. But I know it's kind of a fan favorite. Next up, we have No Country for Old Men. And then I did actually just get this one in, and I forgot to show it in my May haul, you guys, because I had already slipped it in with my, as I was pulling all of Woody's films out and stuff like that. put it in and I forgot to take it out. But we have White Men Can't Jump. This is one that I was really needing for actually my basketball collection, but also obviously Woody Harrelson and stuff. And so yeah, I just forgot to show it. So have that one now in the collection. Excited to check that one out. I've heard nothing but great things on it. Next up we have The Big White. This one too has another amazing cast, you guys. Have yet to check this one out. We have Out of the Furnace. And then Play It to the Bone. This one too I did actually just recently watch, and I thought it was pretty solid. It's not super heavy on like the whole boxing thing. I mean, you get like a couple flashbacks and stuff like that. But let's just say the main like event is pretty epic, you guys. Next up, Doc Hollywood. He doesn't really have a huge role in here. He plays the love interest of the one chick there. I think it's like one of her love interests, something like that. But she ends up with obviously Doc. But anywho, got that one. Then he voices, I think I saw Jake is who he voices here in Freebirds. I mean, this is a pretty okay little watch. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm like the hugest fan of it, but I thought it was pretty decent. And then next, of course, we have all of the Hunger Games films. So you got the first one, the second, the third, and the fourth, which I have not seen any of them, you guys. So I probably should jump on it because I keep seeing like the trailers for these films and they look really good. I never got around to reading the books or anything. And I don't know, I've just kind of been putting off this franchise for some reason. So I definitely need to probably get on this one soon. All right, so moving along, we have The Man from Toronto. This is more of a newer film from him, but one that I still need to check out. And we have The Edge of 17. I highly recommend this one, you guys. This movie is excellent. Haley Steinfeld, Woody Harrelson, they have some good chemistry in here. Basically, he plays one of her teachers, and he's kind of like really the only one who sort of understands her, and he's like always kind of giving her advice. So yeah, it's a great coming of age film, you guys, and I do highly recommend this one. Next up, we have A Scanner Darkly. I still need to give this one a watch. 7 Pounds. I love this film so freaking much, you guys. Just great performances all throughout. Obviously, Woody Harrelson, he plays Ezra, who is the blind guy in here. And this film, it seriously, every time I watch it, it gets to me, and I just end up bawling my eyes out there at the end. But yeah, 7 Pounds, excellent. We have Indecent Proposal. This one, I kind of remember watching back in the day, but it's been so long. I need to just pop it in and, you know, see if anything kind of jogs my memory or whatever. But I'm pretty sure that I have seen this one, you guys. Next up, we have Shock and Awe. Now, this is based on a true story, you guys, and I think it's an important one to watch. This one, it's more so about the dialogue in the film, but basically you have these 4 reporters who are on a mission to uncover the truth about, obviously, 9/11 and the events that took place, because obviously there was some things that, you know, lies, things being covered up and stuff about it, and so they, you know, dive in deep to try and just, you know, uncover everything behind the events that took place. So it's a really good watch. All right, so next up, we got Kingpin. Obviously, have to have this one in the collection. Classic. It is absolutely ridiculous and just downright hilarious, you guys. Such a good time. Just one, if you're looking for a good laugh, you can pop this one in and you will be laughing your butt off. So, got that one. Next up, 999. I've been meaning to get to this one. This one has a freaking awesome cast, you guys. And to see also like Kate Winslet in here. She's kind of like the mobstress, if you will. But it looks like a pretty good kind of like, I guess, heist flick of some sort. So I enjoy heist flicks. Next up, we do have Zombieland and Zombieland Double Tap. I've seen the first Zombieland, and I gotta say, you guys, it's a bit overhyped in my opinion. I wasn't necessarily a huge fan of it. I still need to check out the second one, so I don't know. Maybe I'll revisit this one before I watch the second one here, just so I can, you know, see my feelings this time around. And I don't know if this one's any good or not, but we'll see. And then a recent add-in is The Messenger. All right, next up, we got 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. This one, too, I highly recommend. Is very good. It is just one mother's fight to uncover the truth and, you know, find the person that, you know, killed her daughter and stuff. And it has to do with these 3 billboards that she pays to have, you know, put up and stuff outside of town. And yeah, it creates obviously a lot of like controversy, gets the town stirring and everything. Woody Harrelson plays the sheriff, and I thought he was really great in here. His kind of chemistry that he has with the obviously Frances McDormand, who plays the mother of the girl who got killed. They kind of have this interesting kind of I don't necessarily even know if you want to call it a friendship, because obviously, you know, she's kind of putting the blame on him for not doing his job, but at the same time, he understands where she's coming from, and so they kind of have these interesting like conversations and stuff like that. And there's a moment in here you really feel for him, you guys. Kind of hits you a little bit hard, but yeah, this is a great film, you guys. And this actually is the 4K. I just have it in the Blu-ray slip here, but yeah, we got that one. Next up, Champions. This is another one too. I highly recommend. This is such just a very heartwarming film. Woody Harrelson, he you know, gets into an accident while he's, you know, under the influence, and so he has to do some community service. So he has to coach this kind of Special Olympics basketball team at like a rec center, and yeah, they at first don't really like him, but they grow to love him, and he just has some really awesome just chemistry with all the players in here. Like everybody in here, just all together, they have some really great chemistry going. And yeah, he's definitely kind of like a little hot-headed, not as much as I kind of thought he was going to be, obviously from kind of what I read on the film beforehand, but this is so great. It's just one of those feel-good movies, you guys. So definitely check it out. Then he was also here in Semi-Pro. I have not watched this one. I've kind of only seen bits and pieces of it. And then obviously Venom and Venom Let There Be Carnage. You know. Then he was also in what is it? Where is it? War. He was in War for the Planet of the Apes. So got that. War right there. So got that. Battle in Seattle. I know this has a Blu-ray release. I haven't gotten around to upgrading it, but the one with a stacked cast there. And this one, I think I just got this like late last year. I haven't gotten around to checking it out, but it's called Bay Cove, so some sort of horror film, but Woody's in here, so yeah. And then we have She Hate Me. This one, his role wasn't super big. He kind of played just one of like the executive people or whatever, but this film is interesting, and yeah, it was kind of funny. And actually, I really enjoyed this one a lot. Anthony Mackie in here, basically he kind of gets fired or whatever from his job, laid off, whatever, and so he's in need of money, and so he is being paid by all of these like lesbian chicks for to get them pregnant so they can all have like kids and stuff like that. And it's just crazy. It's like one after another, like damn. But it is absolutely hilarious, you guys, so definitely check it out if you have not. And then last but not least, he was in Anger Management, which is pretty dang funny as well, so I enjoy that one. So that is it for my Woody Harrelson collection. I know one film in particular that I am missing that I've been meaning to add to the collection, just haven't gotten around to. Money Train. Yeah, I definitely need that one. I remember watching that one a lot back in the day, but I just haven't gotten around to picking it up. But yeah, if there's any others out there that I should add in, let me know in the comments. And any of your favorites here from him, let me know as well in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Join the family if you have not, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.